What's up YouTube, Call of Duty 4Man221 here. I'm doing the voiceover for part 18 of the Otomo campaign. Now, I figure I'm going to talk, first of all, this is the Siege of Kyoto. We're going against the horrible Hattori. You know, they're the clan in Japan that's supposedly masters of ninja. Now, I fought the Shogun army, and I believe I fought off another faction in the last part. So in this part, we're going to have two sieges. And we're going to get to the battle up here in a second, so I thought I would explain. It's also a rainy day, kind of like today, a rainy Monday. Gosh, you gotta hate it. You wake up and it's raining and you're tired and then you're just like, oh. But anyway, let's stop raining. So I'm going to pull my troops around. So I would talk about, like, what's been going on with the computer and me lately. So, basically, I decided, because I record fraps with fraps, my ABI files are huge. For Shogun, they're about 20 to 40 gigs per part. About 20 minutes. Literally, it's 300 megabytes for like 30 seconds, or a lot more than that. So basically running out of space on my 1 terabyte hard drive. So you know, my computer is built in with this little sliding door where you plug in the hard drive. You just put it in and it connects right into the motherboard. So we thought it'd be easy. We put the hard drive in, and for some reason, you know, it wasn't showing up. So then there's this local computer company, basically, of like 2 brothers, and they kind of help out with computers, and they do like computer tune-ups and cleanups and stuff. So he came over, he put in the hard drive, and then the hard drive was crashing when I tried copying stuff to it. First I copied fraps onto it, and then I started recording to it, and it would crash my game and fraps, and then the hard drive would disappear also while I was copying to it. So what we think, after doing a lot of different tests, he took the computer for like a couple days, and that's why I didn't have the computer at all. And so now we think it's the hard drive, because once again, while recording, it crashed again. So the hard drive was good. He put the hard drive into his own computer, copied some files, and it was good. So the files got corrupted on that hard drive when it disappeared randomly. That was a 3 terabyte one. That's why we lost part 15 and 16. So I got a 2 terabyte one, or I think it was 14, 15. I got a 3 terabyte one, and that was like pushing the market, basically. That was like pretty much new technology that may have had some flaws in their special software to install with that. So that was the main problem with the 3 terabyte. So when we got the 2 terabyte, it had disappearing problems while copying and recording too. So after that, you know, the computer was brought back. We thought it was good, and I started recording to it. I was getting like 1 frame per second, which is unacceptable. And so basically, we took it to the local computer store, right? Not the company, the store that we bought the computer at, Micro Center. We took it to that, and it turns out we bought a protection plan for this computer, you know. So it was like a protection plan, and that covered all repairs for 2 years. Now, I got the computer apparently on the 23rd of January, 2011. So, my sophomore year. So, if you do the math now, that's 9 days from now. Today's the 14th. So, we immediately brought that in. They have the computer now with my data on it. So they have all my my computer with all my data on it. Now you're probably wondering, how are you recording this? Well, we have another computer in the household I used to record my old commentaries on. So I've still got some of my Power Director software on here. It's an older version, and what I used to record my voice with, which is Wave Editor. So I'm doing a voiceover right now and kind of explaining it. So that's why the videos have been delayed, and I think I'm just lucky that these parts weren't, part 18 and 19 weren't copied over to that 3 terabyte one, and they did not get corrupted, so I can show you this. So the Hattori are breaking through a small gap here, but I do have my my conquistadors, or my Terracos, my Portuguese troops, to shoot them up. So I'm kind of deployed outside the stronghold with all my muskets in the front. Seems like they're having trouble getting a line of sight on these guys. So I have all my muskets in the front, and then I got my katana samurai back in them. I've also got my samurai retainers deployed around the basically on all fronts. As you can see, those guys are just meeting what European guns do to them. Then my guys started getting out of formation because I call it an attack formation, which is not smart. But we pushed those guys out on the gap there. This is the weak side. I'm going to withdraw the troops there. That was the one side I kind of like. I figured I'd try to repel this side, the right side there. So I'm going to start moving on my katana samurai to do some battle. I've got my matchlocks on this side, on that wall, and I'm kind of maneuvering around a lot. Seems like they're coming at that corner where I got a lot of retainers that can help attack. I didn't see that they could actually go through the buildings there, so I will give them a shot. I'm gonna start charging my retainers into these guys. You know, I would have preferred, you know, I mean, it's looking a little desperate right now. I would prefer to keep those guys back. So as those musketeers, I keep on musketeers, those Portuguese troops withdraw, I'm sending the Katana Samurai in to fight off the attackers here. Now, I mean, the battle's going okay. I got my other unit, and unfortunately, we got troops attacking my guys in hand-to-hand combat that are missile units because I left them back. They didn't have enough. They didn't have enough distance, and the enemy was able to catch them. So I'm really fighting on all the fronts except this one. They are shooting at my Naganas with their bows. So I'm going to pull those guys back up to the main stronghold here. My general's still in the middle. I do not want him to get shot or killed. He's my daimyo after all and giving strong morale. I'm going to need him if there's another battle after this. So I've got all my armed troops. So they have weapons. They have weapons with bullets called a musket. Anyway, so those guys are fighting with the samurai. I got my own samurai. This is Kyoto after all. I mean, you know, the game wouldn't be fun if it wasn't hard for me to hold and take Kyoto for a year. So, you know, being the Otomo clan, I thought this was a very fun and unique campaign. It was nice to do it as a Christian clan starting out, because I automatically started out with Christianity and people that were happy, I decided to convert them. I almost feel like it would be just like I mean, besides the early access to firearms, I feel like it would almost be like a Iko-Iki campaign where you're converting the Japan to Iko-Iki. The Iko-Iki faith. So all my Katana Samurai routed. My my retainers just got completely swarmed by numbers there. So I'm desperately trying to form a quick battle line and doing rapid volley, because these guys are going to be in trouble. But luckily we're getting off some shots. But it's not looking good. I do have some bushi. These are the women warriors of our castle here, our citadel to be exact. And I believe at this moment, I'm going to route those troops over there and call a retreat, which I'm doing now. I'm starting a retreat. I mean, I'm taking way too many casualties down here, and I cannot fight at that many angles. Cannot fight all those battles one-on-one, and then my bushi here are going to die. But they are holding off the enemy forces as all my troops withdraw into the safety of the stronghold in the center. Those guys are doing pretty well. The generals now are coming up the walls. So I'm going to draw my firelock troops. I don't know why I'm stumbling over these firelock troops. You know, some people have trouble during live commentaries. I sometimes have a little trouble on voiceovers because I feel like I want to be in this battle, I want to be playing, I want to be talking. It's easier for me, I'm used to that, than doing a supposed voiceover. So those guys are desperately going to try to... probably going to die, but they were going to try to get up into that stronghold, but they got intercepted by the enemy troops here. So, yeah, that was the update of the computer situation, but I want to start telling you what's happening in the battle. It's starting to look a little desperate for me. You know, my Katana Samurai, my bulk of my melee infantry that were already fighting and depleted from the last battle of the Ashikaga Shogunate are now in trouble. They are outside the castle. All I've got are my matchlock troops, and we're kind of surrounded. As you can see, my numbers are small, and two of my samurai just routed. I've got some Naganas which are going to form up the rear guard, but I've got so many enemy troops around. The good news is, as they're attacking my Katana Samurai there, we're shooting them from the wall, so they're taking a lot of casualties. And it's also hurting their morale. They also should be tired after all this fighting and climbing up the wall. You can see those guys my Katana Samurai have like 16 men, but their troops are getting shot so badly that my guys can actually hopefully withdraw into the fort there, the top stronghold there, and they're getting covering fire from my matchlocks up there. So yeah, that's how matchlocks can be used effectively in a siege. If you can just keep the enemy on the walls, like if you put them on the walls, I mean the enemy's going to try to hit them with bow fire pretty much, but if you can keep your guys on the walls and the archers in range, they'll just decimate the archers. Now I'm not talking about matchlock. I'm not talking about Ashigaru matchlock, because those guys are not that good. I'm talking about, you know, the Otomo, the Portuguese troops. I'm talking about matchlock samurai. I'm talking about... my guys almost shot my general there. I'm talking about samurai, matchlock samurai, and matchlock monks. So there I am killing the guy. My horses are riding up on the gate. I've never seen that before. And it was a victory. And I believe it was a decisive victory, which we'll see here now. Yep, decisive victory. Now the key, here's the battle results. The key is, look at all the troops I lost. How am I supposed to hold this citadel? I've lost 4 retainers. So I lost 2 katana. I lost 2 of my matchlocks. And I lost, I believe, a Naginata samurai. So it's looking pretty desperate. I'm hoping that no one's going to attack. I see the Imagawa coming and I'm like, oh my gosh. But they're just raiding my farm. And look who come. The Satomi. Satomi are coming. Now, I'm lucky they didn't bring a full stack. They brought a half stack. You know, they've got some bows. They've got some Yari samurai and 2 generals and a Naginata samurai. So they can hold them. Also, my general has fought 2 consecutive battles in the summer. So here we are on the map. Still in the summer. Now, what's great is look at all the troops I got on the right side. These are retainers. So I got samurai retainers back. I got some Yari Ashigaru. I got some bow Ashigaru. I mean, look at the haze, too. I mean, it's just kind of weird. So I'm going to play it safe. With my limited melee capacity, I believe I'm just going to camp on the walls. I'm going to defend the stronghold bravely here because there's no way I can do that. Pretty much just fight them like I did the last battle. I took way too many casualties, so I'm pretty much putting my matchlock on every inch of that wall there. So when they come over the walls, they'll be shot. That's the plan. Also, I'm lucky the Satomi aren't attacking from 7 different directions because I can actually line up my troops effectively and keep them together. I'm heavily relying on my retainers here for the like the free upkeep units and free garrison units, such as those 3 Yari Ashigaru, 3 retainers, Omi Bushin, and 2 bow Ashigaru. So I'm relying on them heavily. I'm telling you, holding Kyoto so far has been hell. I mean, I fought a battle for it. I fought a battle to hold it again, and this is the 3rd battle to hold it. So, at least 2 to 3 sieges I fought just defending. So, I mean, I'm just fast forwarding as they come over the walls. Now, the question is, can their archers from the ground there hit over the walls? What I'm worried is I'm worried they're going to destroy the gate, and the archers are just going to open up completely on me. No question in my mind that these bow samurai outranged my matchlocks. The good news is that I have my archers on the walls and they're starting to take shots at those guys. I'm going to call flaming arrows and cool them off, so you know if they get burned, then they can fall in the water. They over there shooting flaming arrows at us, so look at that. All those flaming arrows come in and they barely kill any of them. I don't know what the hell they're shooting at over there, which is why I pointed the mouse there. So I'm like, wait a second. I don't want to click an attack order, which I just did, because if they move, my guys will move also. But I mean, fire arrows can hurt morale, and they're pretty devastating. Look at all those corpses in the river there. But these guys will win in this fight, probably, because there's 2 of them on 2 of me. Now, if it was 1 versus 2, I'd probably win that. Now, these guys are coming over the walls, and I'm putting on rapid volley. So my guys should start taking fast shots on these guys as they're doing now. So these guys are just run up a wall. They've been shot at by arrows. They're tired. And they're wavering, and they're being shot by matchlocks now. So I'll hurt their morale. Also, those archers are in range of my matchlocks. Now, the good news about this is that I'm in a Citadel Kyoto after all, so my morale will be unshakable at the top, as it is always. I'm going to put my Ashigaru in a loose formation so they won't shoot up my troops, because I need these guys. So the great thing about Kyoto is that the next turn, if this turn ever ends, I don't get attacked again for the 3rd time. If this turn ever ends, all my troops that are like pretty bad will be replenished. So my Katana Samurai, if I can keep them alive long enough, like I'm putting them back there. I'm pretty much putting back my Naginatas and my Samurai there that are really low, because I know that if I can win this battle with mostly my garrison units, that I can pretty much retrain my troops in 1 or 2 turns completely, because it's such a large citadel after all. So basically, that's the plan. I'm kind of keeping my small units back. And those guys, I clicked an attack order. I don't know what the hell they were doing, but they decided to go outside the castle, which wasn't a very smart decision, outside the stronghold there. So you can see a lot of them are still getting shot as they try to come on the walls. They're kind of pausing when we got the tower there. Maybe thinking about if they really want to climb that wall. But unfortunately, they're going to climb that corner, which is very unfortunate for me, because I got to now send in the retainers. As you can see, I'm going to pull back my matchlock. I'm going to need them for later in the battle to shoot out some of these enemies. So as those guys come in, the matchlock and the bushin come in. And we got the retainers in here also, the samurai retainers. So they're going to be fighting pretty much. I want the minimal amount of units basically fighting these guys because I don't want all my troops to get, pretty much the smaller ones to get completely demolished like I did in the last battle. And for also with less units in there with smaller groupings of men, put probably more of their own men than mine. As we do see the arrows coming in. Now it looks like they're still shooting actually, believe it or not. It looks like they're shooting at my matchlocks that aren't doing anything right now. So we got the brave samurai retainers charging in, killing these Otomo. Now their melee infantry are not as superior. My samurai retainers are a lot superior to their basic Yari samurai there. They mostly have archers, and that's where a lot of their army is. But they needed a lot more melee troops. Ooh, look at that guy get shot. They need a lot more melee troops to actually hold this. So my guys have high morale, and they have low morale. Also, my matchlocks are behind, and they're opening fire when the enemy come over that right side. So they're shooting the enemy when they come up that right side. I still got my archers picking away at this unit. Archers have taken some casualties. They're actually taking a significant amount of casualties, but they're holding those guys off. So when there's gas, my guys are shooting at the enemy, especially when they come over that right flank. And these guys want to rout, which is not okay, because they have to go through all my men, and I'm not going to allow that to happen. So as you can see, they've only got really one unit left climbing the walls, and those guys are wavering also. So you know what? These guys just got massacred by my troops. I mean, the retainers pretty much saved me in this battle. I could not have fought those guys off with just my my depleted melee units from the last battle. And I have a ton of archers, so I'm pretty much just gonna, I believe, run my troops out. Oh, maybe I'm gonna pull back and send them. Yep, I'm gonna pull back and I'm gonna send the matchlock in. What I should have done is I should have pulled out those guys, but the matchlock, I guess I can cut them down quickly. You know, usually their general comes in about this time. Maybe I'm going to send the Ashigaru out. I don't know. I don't remember. I shot this a while ago. Well, before all the computer problems I had. So, that is why. Now, the computer sometimes doesn't know what to do with their units after all their melee units are killed. So they're going to walk around a little bit while they're getting shot by my guys. So I'm okay with that. Yeah, usually they're going to commit their general. They're going to dismount him and climb him up over the walls. So I'm keeping some units nearby, but I don't know what they're targeting, but they're right under my matchlock, so you can shoot them. I don't know. I mean, this game looks beautiful, personally. I mean, it's just got amazing graphics. I mean, I can't wait for Rome 2. I've gotten some questions on Steam about when Rome 2 will be released. I was looking at it the other day. I don't think there's an official date yet for when Rome 2 will be released, but it's not in the first quarter of 2013. The reason I know this is that there would be a demo out by now, or a beta, like for Shogun 2. And it's kind of funny. Total War, like the last couple years, has been in February or March. You know, we saw Shogun 2 get released in March. I think it was March 15th or something, or the original Shogun 2, and then Napoleon was released in February. So generally in the first part of the year. So they're putting in so much time to Rome 2 that it's going to take them like an extra half a year. But I'd rather have that with excellent graphics, good gameplay, balanced. Kind of like, I think Shogun 2 has some balancing problems sometimes on multiplayer. But I think overall it's a very fun game to play, minus the realm divide, which is kind of a mistake. So that's what I'm hoping for Rome 2. No realm divide, no like the Senate declaring you an outlaw and every single faction comes against you. So, I mean, yeah, so Rome Total War 2, I'm pretty sure is going to be released in the last quarter of the year, either around Christmas with the Xbox 720 and the PS4. It's either, I feel like it's going to be September, October, or, you know, September to December pretty much. Because, you know, gaming, that's when, like, the gaming stuff comes out. I also got Summer Sun achievement, which is winning 3 battles in the winter, in the summer. Gosh, I'm tired. It's winning 3 battles in the summer, which I did. So none of my units got killed there, so that's a victory in itself. I'm looking at the losses, and the most were from, I believe it says, yeah, for my garrison units, pretty much. Okay, so it's another decisive victory. That army's pretty much killed off. Look at all the bad news coming in. So we got some a little objective here. Take out the monks. I'm gonna go try to convert this character, but not with that guy. I mean, I don't want one of my monks to get killed. As you can see, Christianity is rising here. Now my army will be replenishing faster in this set. I've also got my Master Ninja there at the bottom right, which is pretty cool. It's not every campaign you get a Master Ninja who's been there the whole way, and I do need to upgrade my general. What I'm going to do is I'm going to blockade this bridge, and I'm going to send reinforcements over to Kyoto just in case the Imagawa want to come in. I'm basically going to bring all the troops in, and I think this is one of my generals I just recruited. So I'm going to bring a lot of melee troops in to help, you know, support the troops. I'm just going to put the archers in. So he's going to kind of wait outside. I think I'm going to send him to that settlement there, Setsu. So then we can repair the farms. So if they want to get to those farms, they can't cross that bridge without going through Kyoto. And I think I have a, yeah, that's right. That's my like 2 or 3 star ninja that I'm going to try to sabotage that. So let's see, the Hattori, I don't think I have too many provinces left. The massive Oda clan is pretty much taken over Japan. So there goes their ninja there. I didn't have to convert the character at all. I can stir unrest in some of these provinces. Can at least try to demoralize their army, which is good. That'll help increase them, and I actually got a mission successful there, so I added some extra stuff. You know, I'm in the video preview thing, so I can't exactly read everything perfectly. I mean, you guys have it a lot better than I do at 1080. Yeah, so I think I'm looking at my clan here, kind of seeing. So I think desperately I do want to, I'm recruiting some more Katana Samurai. Hoping I'm going to upgrade my general, because I hate it when people don't upgrade their general. I got some Katana Samurai, so I don't need to train them. Look at my Daimyo. Honor, almost perfect command. I'm going to enable, I believe, stand and fight here. Or maybe I'm debating if I want to give him wedge formation or something. It's funny, I didn't upgrade his bodyguard because I didn't want him to be like in melee at all. I feel like that's a danger. Like, you can have him support your army, but you don't want him to actually be fighting in melee with spear units or anything, because that wouldn't be very smart. So I mean, I think I'm going to refund this actually and put it into something else. I think I want to give him, I think that's extra accuracy for archers or something. I think that's it, but I mean, my screen's small and this voiceover here, so I can't exactly see perfectly. Or not. I could go into that and help with the mastery of the arts. Or I'm just going to go with what I did before. You know, it's probably one of my last times when I upgrade my Daimyo. So he's good now. And we still got 5 matchlock units, which is excellent. And I think, believe it or not, I think I'm going to pull that army out. Now I'm worried about the Harikiyama army right there, as if they want to come attack me. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I got sieged 4 times. I mean, the Imagawa, they're pretty much getting extinct. I don't know why the Oda is even dealing with them. So the Oda's going to blockade my trade. At this point, I don't really need to worry about money too much. I just need to keep my trade mostly open, believe it or not. But I'm not too worried. What I am worried about is a giant Imagawa army and an Oda army right outside my capital. Right outside the capital. This cannot be easy, can it? So the black ship was spotted again, which I failed to get. Epic fail there. Yep, cannons can't hurt. I'm looking for it. I'm like, wait a second. No, it's definitely not there. So I'm going to go back to where the military matter should be focused on. Killing these armies that are outside. So if I do this, it's going to give me the battle favor there because I've got 2 full stacks against their armies. So I got lucky there by killing those troops. Now I'm going to keep these guys right next to Kyoto. They're kind of blocking the path off to the east. And I'm going to try to assassinate one of their generals. 75% chance is a pretty good success rate. But it failed. My master assassin, I don't know how he failed. He's like perfect. He's like the perfect assassin ever. So I got an adequate garrison to defend this, and I bet you're going to guess what's going to happen in the last part of the campaign, part 19. I'll be doing a voiceover for the Oda attack on the capital. I mean, this part's coming to an end shortly, so I just want to let you guys know that. So yeah, I'm sorry about the part being delayed for so long. I'm going to try to record some Great Britain on this other computer here, but I mean, who knows when that's going to be out. I'm going to try to kind of do that. This is going to be my temporary setup for a little while as my computer's getting fixed. But that's been the situation, so I just thought you guys would want to kind of know. I mean, I recall, some people don't like Prince of Macedon, or for various reasons. But when his computer like fried inside, he didn't really put out anything for like 4 months. He had no videos. I mean, I didn't have videos for like a week, so look at it that way. And I actually told you what happened. Don't worry, guys. I'm not gonna set up a video camera and record my screen there. So yeah, I was lucky to have 2 computers here. Oh, this was the old computer I recorded on. Anyway, so we're going to be fighting this battle in the next part, and it will be a good part. So stay tuned for that, and thumbs the video if you enjoyed, and leave any comments you want in the description. Leave any comments down in the comment section below.